The man who is prudent, a measured use of the might he has will make. He finds when among the brave he fares, that the boldest he may not be.
Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to turn 64 of Aries, where we are playing Utgard. Let's jump into the turn. Not a whole lot going on this turn. We're ramping up our blood hunting, doing a little bit of patrolling, found yet another independent force in the Dead Forest. But for the most part, everything is normal scenarios. We're blood hunting in Nirn. Can actually be stinking some blood slaves back. We're moving Jarl 3 over to Nirn, doing more recruitment, finishing off the Scrotty, getting more javelinists, getting a Seathkona actually over here, because I think we've hit or we're very close to hitting the number of Scrotty that we want. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. We've got a 6th here, a 7th here. We've got 8, 9 here, 10, 11 here. So I think we actually, this last one, this one right here, not counting Gunloth, I believe, will put us at 12. So that'll put us at 8 for a main force, 4 for a secondary force, or some sort of other mix match, etc., right? Now, that doesn't mean that that's all the Scrotty we're necessarily going to get, but we're definitely going to take a little bit of a break from Scrotty at this point, and now we're going to try to pump up our Seathkona numbers for the secondary group, right? Because we only have 7-ish over here in Ulm, so we want to get a little bit higher than that. We want to get about, I think, 10 or so Seaths for every 2 Scrotty, I think is how it tends to work out. But that is with Rings of Regeneration and everything like that. And we're actually a little bit light on Rings of Regeneration. Light is a bit of an understatement, actually. So we might have to... Ooh, we have one on Ural too. We can definitely take that off him. He doesn't need that. We've got one on Ural 3 as well, so... Take that off of him. Can't do that with him, but no reason to have those on them. That gives us a few more, but we still only have, what is that? 6. Yeah, because we got 5, and then we have a 6, so that's only 6 Rings of Regeneration for 12 Seathkonas. So we would need another 60, or we would need 60 nature gems in order to produce all of those. So we're going to have to be careful about that. We might have to have smaller communions for certain groups for that type of stuff. But everything else is still going as per normal. Preaching, site searching, etc. We did accidentally move Big Goat 2 over here to Troll 1, so we're moving him back into Dead Forest. We're going to try to get that taken care of. Let's see. Is there anything else crazy we're doing? I don't think so. We have gotten a... we have finished Alteration 7, which means we now have access to Mass Protection. We now have access to Creepy Doom. That's pretty good. Curse of the Frog Prince can be useful for some, like thugs or super combatants, that type of scenario. Doom might be semi-useful. Fog Warriors in a perfect world might be useful for us. We got a couple of things out of that, but now we're going to run up Blood. We're going to get Blood 4 in 1 turn, and then Blood 5 should take us 3 turns, I believe. No, 2 turns. And then Blood 6 would take us 3 turns, I believe. So, might be a little while still before we can try to get an Ice Devil. But that's okay. Not a big deal. And if that doesn't work, right? If we can't get an ice devil, we have some other things that we can turn to. But even if we don't start randomly using our blood slaves, we need to have large supplies of blood slaves for our scrotty. So I'm not super like worried about having those not be utilized. If we've got 12 scrotty and we're gonna need them in communions for most battles, then that's a fair amount of blood slaves that we're gonna have access to. So, but blood is about the only economy we really have at the moment, so we're going to try to run up it and see what we can get, and we will go from there. I don't really think there's much else going on, so we're gonna send out a message to everyone. We've got some scouts. We should take a look at our scouts real quick. We're going to ask who is the boldest. So we've got some scouts kind of finally getting down here. We're moving up into this direction. We are going to get more scouts. Actually, kill one of these. Here. Another place I could get scouts, wasn't there? Maybe not. Well, obviously we can get scouts here. Let's do that. Let's kill another one here. Let's get another scout. We want to get up to a couple scouts so we can kind of have a little bit of vision on what's going on. I kind of want to get over here and see what's up with Erythia. Actually, let's do that. Let's just head westward with Scout 27. Go up this way and check and see on Erythia's lands, how they're doing. This is basically turned into Midgard, Gath, and Atlantis. That's cool. Alright, I think that's probably about it, truth be told. Not much going on in this particular turn. I'm considering it might be good to forge another skull staff. There are some... Can we get... Not this turn. We're not going to do that this turn. I'm going to stick by what we're doing for now. Alright. Could be about it. Alright, I think that is probably going to be it for the turn. Very short turn, sorry for that. But... Surely, I say surely, everyone's basically at war now. So Midgard has attacked Atlantis. We are waiting to see what goes on there. I think Gath has basically said last turn that Atlantis's casting of Arcane Nexus is basically a declaration of war. So I don't know if he's also moving on Atlantis, but he and Midgard have been in a battle for quite some time. We're going to see what's up. We're going to see how things turn out. We're going to see if we can't snag some stuff here in a bit. We need some gem income. So we're gonna hold on to things for a little while. I wish there was more like... Well, I guess we could start looking at what can we make the blood slave. Or blood, right? We can get things like flesh eaters very easily, right? Not a whole lot of armors though. Armor of souls, absolutely. That takes blood level 5. Goodness gracious, I think the highest we have is blood 3 right now, right? Brazen vessel is also blood 5. It's gonna be rough trying to get someone up to a blood 5. I suppose what I could be doing is I could be trying to take Thrivaldi up while all this is going on. I could take this guy, Mundilfair, have him start doing some blood hunting, and I could have Thrivaldi actually try to power in blood. If we can get him up to blood 5, then he can forge things like brazen vessels, and he can forge things like armor of souls, and those we can use to and we're getting to the point to where we're almost pulling in as many blood slaves as this a turn, right? We pulled in 40 blood slaves this turn. So if we do that, we might be able to start actually forging some interesting items for maybe for like some heliophagi or something like that. All right, we got some potential options. How much will it take? Power is gonna be 60. Yeah, let's do that. It's risky business for him to body, quicken self. Breath of Winter. Attack. Alright, yeah, sure. We're gonna try to empower this guy. Power in blood. He gets horror marked. Oh. See how it goes. Alright, so I think that will probably be the end of the turn, though. So I will see you all next time. Peace.